Welcome to our video series on how to protect your WordPress website from hackers. In today's digital landscape, security is more important than ever. With millions of WordPress websites out there, cyber criminals are constantly looking for vulnerabilities to exploit. But don't worry, we are here to help you to create a hack-proof website. In this video, we will cover every strategy and technique that you need to implement on your website to make it hack-proof, from installing WordPress security plugins, setting them up, and making your web hosting more secure. We will cover everything you need to know about WordPress security and how to make a hack-proof website. So let's start the series. So first of all, the first thing that you need to set up is your web hosting, of course. So when you purchase a web hosting, you just need to make sure that your web hosting provides the two-factor authentication, because if it is not providing the two-factor authentication, then anyone can crack your password. So you need to make sure that your web hosting provide two-factor authentication so that an OTP, a one-time password, is generated. So that's make sure that you enter that one-time password that is generated via Google Authenticator or maybe sent to your phone number or email. So you will have to enter that code to login. If your web hosting provider does not have a two-factor authentication, then you need to change your password frequently. Like you should at least change your password once within a month. Otherwise, I recommend you to change your hosting because it's the most crucial thing. And here on my website, I have provided some web hosting links to the best web hosting that provide these features. So the first priority is the Bluehost, and if you don't have a good budget and you need a budgeted hosting, then I recommend Hostinger or Namecheap. So you can check out their plans. They have all of the security measures that you need to set up a two-factor authentication. You just need to go to your web hosting. So here you can see I am in the Bluehost dashboard, and here when you go to the profile and click on my profile, and here you can see two-factor authentication. So you just need to click on activate and you can verify your email and your two-factor authentication will be activated. Other web hosting have similar options as well. So let's go back. So the second thing that you need to do is that you need to install a security plugin like Solid Security that makes your website more secure, as it adds some pre-made scripts to your website which makes your website more secure, and it has a lot of more features as well that you can use to set up two-factor authentication. You can change your backend URL and different things that we will explore later in the series. So now let's install the plugin and see how we can use its features. So here I am in my WordPress dashboard. So now let's install the plugin. It's a free plugin, so we can install it directly. So the plugin name is Solid Security. Let's install it. Click on activate. So I am telling you the plugins and the tips and tricks that I follow myself. So here you will see the security tab. You can just click on setup, you can select which type of website it is. So let me just select portfolio and we can enable this. We will click on next. You can say whether it's your client website or your own, and you can enable this option as well. So here you can click on authorize my IP address. We will explore all of these options later on as well. And here you can click on next. You can enable this option. Click on next and you can select default one. Here you can click on next. Just click on complete setup. So it is making our website secured, and here you can see our website is now secure. So we have successfully set up this plugin, but this plugin has more features that we will explore in this series. So next thing in this video series of how to protect your website from hackers is that you can change your WordPress login link, which is default as WP admin, which is same for all the websites, so hacker knows where to attempt the password. So he can attempt different password and attempt a brute force attack and can crack your password using bots and things. So let's go to the website and see how we can change this link. So we are using Solid Security plugin for this that we have set up earlier. So we will click on settings, we will click on allow. So here to change the backend link, you can go to advanced and here you can scroll and here you will see this hide backend thing. You can open this, click on hide backend, and here you can change the link. So it's WP login for now. We can change it to anything like maybe KM login or maybe anything just like that. So we can scroll down and click on save. So now let's copy this link and open in incognito, and when we will type WP admin over here, now here you can see this page does not seems to be exist because we have changed the link. So now it's login from game login. So here is the WP admin screen now. So that's the best thing that you can do, that you can hide your backend. So now let's move forward with the series. The next thing is that you can set up two-factor authentication using Solid Security plugin. So let's see how we can do that, so that whenever anyone will try to log into our WordPress website, we will receive a one-time password that will be sent to us using any authenticator app or phone number or maybe your email. So let's see how we can set up that using Solid Security plugin to make our website more secure. So here we are in the dashboard, and here to set up the two-factor authentication we can just go to features, and here you can see it is enabled by default. When we set up the plugin we enabled it, so you can make sure it's on. But one thing that you need to do is that you can go to the user thing, and here you will see the user, so you can click on edit. So if you have more admins, then you need to make sure that all of the admin have two-factor authentication enabled. For that you can click on edit, and here when you will scroll down, here you will see two-factor authentication, so you can click on enable. So for all of the users you need to enable this, and you can click on continue, and here you can set up the Google Authenticator app or maybe your email. So you can click on continue, and here you will enter the authentication code that will be sent to your email, that is your admin email. So you can enter that and click on verify, and then the two-factor authentication will be enabled for the specific user. For all of the users you need to make sure that two-factor authentication is enabled, so that there is no possibility of being hacked if someone is using a brute force attack. The next step of this series on how to protect your website from hackers is that you can limit the login attempts and lock out user using Solid Security, so that if anyone is trying different passwords to log into your website, you can lock them out for a specific number of minutes or maybe hour. So for example, if someone tries 3 attempts that are failed, so you can lock them out for 15 minutes or for 1 hour to make sure that no one access your website by attempting different passwords. So here we are in the dashboard, and we installed Solid Security plugin earlier. So now we can just go to the setting, and here when you will go to the setting you will see minutes to lockout 15 it is set, and days to remember lockout 7. So if someone is logged out for 3 times, then they will be permanently banned and their IP address will be banned. And you can of course add your IP address to the authorized IP as discussed earlier, and you can also log in from your web hosting always, and you can make Solid Security plugin disable from the file manager, and you can easily access if any issue occurred that you are not able to access your website. So in that case you can use these techniques, and here we have our IP address in the authorized IPs. So that's how you can lock out users. The next thing that you can do is that you can disable the file editing. So if anyone finds any vulnerability within your website, you can disallow the file editing, so they will not be able to change the files from your website. So we can use Solid Security plugin for this as well. So here I am in the dashboard. So here when I try to go to appearance, here you can see that the theme file editor is not showing, which is because the file editing is already disabled. But let's see how we can set up if it's not. So you can first install the plugin, and you can make sure that you have the Solid Security plugin installed. So here you can go to advanced, and you will see this system tweaks option. You can open it and you can check mark all of these, and here under WordPress tweaks you can also check mark this, so that hacker is not able to change your files and add any malware. So the next thing is that you can use an SSL certificate, so that it will prevent the man in middle attack that is trying to see the data transfer and that is trying to see the payments going through from the website. So if you have an SSL certificate, it will encrypt all of the data sending from your website, and it will encrypt that, so that anyone that is trying to attack and see the sensitive information will not be able to decrypt that data, because it's encrypted using the SSL. For that you can set up your SSL certificate from your web hosting, or you can purchase the SSL certificates. If you are using any of these web hosting that I have recommended on my website, you are getting a free SSL certificate. So for this thing you don't need to be worried. But if you are using any other like GoDaddy maybe, so you can just purchase the SSL certificate and you can make sure it's installed. So if you go to your link and you can see that here we have HTTPS, which means that the data is encrypted, and when we click here it says the connection is secure. And even if we remove this S and we press enter, and you can see that it is still secure, so which means all of our traffic from the HTTP is redirected to HTTPS, which makes it secure. If you face any issue setting up this, you can go to my channel and you can search for SSL, and here you can see I have several videos on it, so you can watch any video and you can install an SSL certificate for free. For GoDaddy you may need to purchase one, so you can watch this video for that to generate CSR and rekey yourself. So the next thing that we are going to see in this series is that you need to use a plugin like Wordfence. Through that you can scan for malwares in your website, and it will also notify you when someone is trying to attempt a login to your website, or if someone accesses your website it will tell you that someone has logged in your website, so you can take immediate actions. And it will also send you reports daily and weekly about the problems in your website, like the plugin updates and things, so you can make sure everything is up to date and you have no malware in your website. So for that let's go and install this plugin. So here we are in the dashboard and we will click on plugins, add new plugin, and we will search for Wordfence, and here is the plugin. You can use their free version. I will provide the link for the paid one as well in the description, and for the solid security I will also provide you the link in the description, so you can purchase or check out the features they are providing in the free version and the ones that they are providing in the paid one. So here you can click on get your Wordfence license. It's free to get the license, so don't need to get worried, just click on get a free license, and here you can enter your email address and you will receive the license key on your email. And then you can go to the plugin and you can click on install license, and here you can just enter your email and add the license key over here, and the plugin will be installed. And then you can just go to the scan, and here you can just click on start new scan, and it will scan your website and check out for any malware. If you want to see how to use this plugin in detail, then I have created a video on my YouTube channel where someone approached me that their website is hacked, and I created a very long video on that explaining everything on how to remove malware using this Wordfence plugin. So this is the video, 27 minutes long, so you can check out that to see how you can use this plugin in detail and how you can remove malware from the websites. And you will also be getting notified about the problems in your website via this plugin, so just make sure you have this plugin in your website. The next important thing is that you can add a ReCaptcha to your WordPress login page, so they will have to check mark the ReCaptcha, which an AI bot can't do. So you can just make sure that you have the ReCaptcha enabled on your login page. So for that let's go to the website and see how you can set up this. So here let's go to plugin, click on add new plugin, and here search for ReCaptcha, and here you can see ReCaptcha protection against spam comments and brute force login attack. So just install this plugin, activate, so don't get worried, it's free. So here you can choose which type of ReCaptcha you want to set up on your website. So if you select the Google ReCaptcha, then you can enter the site key and the secret key. So for that we just need to go to the Google developer platform, or we can just click on this API key button over here, and we will go to the version 3 admin console, and here you can enter your website and enter your domain name and just give a name, check mark, submit. So just make sure it's like this and click. So here is the site key and secret key, so just copy them. So here it is verified, just click on save changes. So now let's go to the login screen. So here we have changed our login URL. If you have missed that part, then you can watch how to change this backend URL from this series. Here you can see protected by ReCaptcha. So now the bots cannot access it. Let's move forward. So the next thing is that you need to take backups of your website. So if any problem arise, you always have the backup and you can restore that. So to take the backup, let's go to the screen, and here you will need to scroll down to plugins and you will have to add a new plugin. So after taking the backup, you will be able to get a file. So using this method, you will be able to take a complete website backup including the database. There will be no data loss when you will install the backup. So you will have to install a plugin that is called WP Migration. So here is the plugin, all-in-one WP Migration. We will install it, activate. So to do the backup, we will have to go to all-in-one WP Migration option over here, and we will go to export, and here we can export to file, and this will download a file to our computer, or we can also use this backup option over here. So in this case, we will create a backup and it will be stored on our website, and we can also download it to our computer. So it will be stored at two places. So it is more better way, I think. So you can just click on create backup. Now it will take its time, so we can fast forward the video. So when you can see the backup is ready, so we can just download it. You can just click on it and it will start downloading. I am using IDM, so I can download it using that. So here you can see on the server it is stored as well. So if there will be any issue, you can also restore it. If you want to restore the backup from the file, then you will have to go to import, and here you can upload the file to restore the backup. So it says maximum upload size 20 MB, but the backup was of 275 MB. So this issue can be fixed by watching this video, how to increase max upload size in WP migration. So I will provide the link of this video in the description as well. So another common issue that occurs, that the import stuck while uploading when you are uploading from a file. So that error can also be fixed by watching this video. So the same procedure will fix the both issues. So thank you for watching this video. We'll also create a separate video on import stuck problem. So I will tell you about the same issue. So now we have some security tips that you just need to listen and you can follow them. So the first thing is that you need to use a strong password. So you need to use a combination of lowercase, uppercase, symbols, numbers. So use a strong password that is at least like 16 to 20 characters. So that's the first tip. And the next thing is that you need to make sure that your plugins and themes are up to date. So for that you can go to my channel, and here I have created a video on how to update WordPress plugins and themes safely. So you can watch this video and make sure everything is up to date. Now let's go back. So the next thing is that you need to uninstall the unused plugins and themes from your website. So this will decrease the risk of being hacked. Whenever any client come to me, when I review their website, they are using one theme and there are like tens of them in their theme section that they have installed but not using them. So there is no need to have more than one or two themes. So just delete all of the unusual themes and plugins from your website. So the last and the most important thing is that you need to install original plugins in your website, and do not download any cracked plugin or any nulled plugin or any pirated or GPL plugin. Just download from the original official WordPress repository or using any other third-party websites like ThemeForest or Inventor. So just use these type of websites that are reputable and providing real plugins, and make sure your plugins and themes that are free or paid, whatever, so just make sure they are up to date. So that's it for this video, and let me know if you have any question or if you need any service related to WordPress security. And all of the resources like the Solid Security, Wordfence, web hostings, everything is provided in the description of the video. So just make sure to check out them and see which one suits you better. I have only tell you the free options that were available on the internet, but there are also some premium versions that have more features, so you can check out them and see if they can help you even more. So you can try out them. And don't forget to like this video and leave a comment, share this video and subscribe to my channel to encourage me to create more videos like this. If you want to support me, you can support me on Patreon. I will provide the link for that in the description as well. That helps me create free videos for you. So that's it. See you next time.